At the moment, the most successful number 2 overall pick in draft history is Reggie Jackson. He had a 74 career WAR, which is 74 career WAR ahead of the guy who was picked ahead of him, catcher Steve Chilcott, who never even made the major leagues. Now, the second most successful number 2 overall pick is the man we're talking about today, Justin Verlander. And to be honest, he's not that far behind Reggie Jackson with a 71.6 career WAR. Now, as we all know, the Tigers ended up drafting him in the 2004 draft. But what you may not know is that the Padres had a golden opportunity to pick him up, but they decided to let it go. Now, before I get into more details about this, if you guys are new, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell. We're on the road to 250 subs. Also, drop a like if you guys are enjoying what you're seeing, and let me know in the comments down below what you guys think would have happened if the Padres would have gone on to select Verlander. But without further ado, let's get back to the video. In 2004, the Padres were indeed the ones who had the number 1 overall pick. And their GM at the time, Kevin Towers, along with his coaching staff, were really interested in 3 players: Justin Verlander, Jared Weaver, and Stephen Drew. And all 3 of them ended up being more successful than the guy that they ended up drafting, high school pitcher Matt Bush. Now, you must be wondering, what the heck happened? Why did they not go with one of those 3 guys? Well, the answer is pretty simple. Padres owner at the time, John Moores, did not want to spend the money on any of those players. Well, that's quite the shame, because he passed up on 2 players who had a decent career and 1 player who's had a Hall of Fame career. Now, the reason why this pick was such a bust is because Matt Bush was drafted in the year 2004. He made his first big league appearance in 2016 with the Texas Rangers. It took him 12 years to make it to the big leagues. Now, I'll give the man something. In the 2.5 years that he's pitched in the big leagues, he's pitched 137 innings with a 10-6 record, a 3.35 ERA, and 138 strikeouts. That's decent, but the problem is, he has not been able to stay in the big leagues. And after a very unsuccessful first half of the 2018 season, he went back to the minor leagues and has not been called up since then. Now, I don't think I even have to bother going through what Justin Verlander has done, but I'm going to do it just for fun. Let's compare the 2. So far in his career, he's pitched 2,982 innings. He's had a 225 and 129 record, a 3.33 ERA, over 3,000 strikeouts, and he has pitched every single year since 2005. He's an 8-time All-Star, 2-time Cy Young Award winner, he won Rookie of the Year, and the list goes on and on and on. And remember, at the time, the Padres still had Jake Peavy, and he was starting to enter his prime. And they could have had the chance to have 2 lockdown pitchers for many years to come. And when you truly think about it, this could have had so many long-term benefits. Not only did it make their rotation super strong, but it could have very well attracted other free agents to come join them, because I mean, who wouldn't want to be in a place like San Diego where it's sunny, there's the beach, and then you also got a decent team. Now, the past couple of decades, the Padres have had a lot of different problems, but the biggest one has been starting pitchers. They have not had one starting pitcher who you could call a superstar ever since they traded Jake Peavy in the 2009 season. And this issue still stands today. And of course, it all came down to the money. And there's only one thing I have to say. Folks, you can call me Captain Obvious, but Hall of Famers, they're not going to be cheap. And San Diego, you decided to play it cheap, and you took a high school pitcher over a future Hall of Famer. Padres fans, I do feel bad for you. Oh wait, actually, no I don't. I'm a Giants fan, and I am so thrilled that I do not have to face the sky multiple times a year. Thank you very much, San Diego. Well, that's gonna do it for me, guys. If you guys enjoyed what you saw, make sure to hit the like button. Like I mentioned earlier, subscribe if you're new. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think would have happened if the Padres would have taken Verlander. And I will see you all next time.
I got black, I got white, what you want? Hop outside a ghost and hop up in a fan on. I know I'm about to blow, oh, oh.